it like last week, and I'll probably screw it up.
Don't forget again, it's fine.
I've given this some contemplation, how fights were far more frequent than conversation, and every one ended up in tears or aggravation, and I can't help but to ask just why you're weighing on my patience, and I get it. Cause I'd always take the blame, just hoping that if I did, things wouldn't just stay the same. I should have weighed my chances against the weight of the pain, but I was wishing that if I ignored it, things would just change. And I should have known better than to spend my nights in love carving your name into my dresser. You said all those I loved used like empty gestures, knowing that I'd lose my temper to no more pressure, but I wish I could have seen it, how I'd only be important to you when it was convenient. I bet you see my broken heart as an achievement. This has taught me love is nothing more than a fragile agreement. I guess that there's no fancy way to say it. I guess that there's no fancy way to say it. You got this power over me and I just hate it. I feel like you crippled my ability for creation without talking about the way that you got my heart breaking. You used to love the songs I sang until they turned on you, burned on you, got up off the ground and kicked dirt on you. It's funny because the old me is gone, but I still see you searching for him in between the words of the song. You got no one to blame but yourself, so put your excuses back on the shelf. You spent so long burning all your bridges that no one wants to listen to all of the lies that you can't help but tell. But you still try to blame me because I don't believe it for a second that you're changing. You're still the same you that you were when we were dating, and you tell me that you're not, but I won't hold my breath waiting. I've always got the same story. Surely it was due to me that things ended poorly. It had nothing to do with the fact you loved to ignore me, make me feel like I was destined for the life of Richard Corey. I guess that there's no fancy way to say it. You got this power over me and I just hate it. I feel like you crippled my ability for creation without talking about the way that you got my heart breaking. I guess that there's no fancy way to say it. You got this power over me and I just hate it. I feel like you crippled my ability for creation without talking about the way that you got my heart breaking. This one's called Concise. I should be sleeping, but I write down my thoughts full of empty little hopes, riding on wings of chances, shot down on myself all the time like I forgot that I'm the only Shawn that I've got, and I swear that I cannot bring myself to change my ways. Love yourself before anybody else is what they say. I've done my best with what's been put on my tray, but I feel like I just always trip and watch it fall away, and I don't get a say cause I'm a minute too late, $1 too short, and it's just looking like my fate. Living life full of dreams of being great, but in reality the dreams are outweighed by my mistakes. But wait, I always said that I'd do it. Just take the best of all the pain and heartache and try to use it. I feel like everywhere I go I'm treated like the new kid, till somebody takes the time to sit and listen to my music, and damn. I put my heart in my work because I live for it. Ain't nobody's gonna tell me I ain't fit for it. Coming in first, no way, man, all that's boring. I feel like once you won, you got no drive to push forward. But where I'm from, I'm the biggest competition. That's not me being cocky, that's me talking as a musician. Cause look at thanks for my position. There's other people doing what I'm doing, but I'm doing it different, and that means I get less fans, but my fans really know me. I tell the stories of my life and the songs I'm composing. I promise that you'll never catch me posing. See me caught in the stage and the curtains when they're closing. And I promise that I'll never lose this honesty, cause I've been taught that it's always the best policy. I'm never gonna let my music make me something I don't wanna be, cause that's something I've always made myself promise me.